1970 USA 1 cent coin, Lincoln Memorial Cent. INTRO. The 1970 penny. A coin with a unique HSR. Welcome back, coin enthusiasts. Today we're diving into the 1970 Lincoln Memorial Cent. A coin that might look ordinary at first glance, but holds a unique place in American coinage history. We'll explore its value, rarity, the fascinating history behind it, and why some of these coins are worth far more than 1 cent today. If you've got a 1970 penny lying around, keep watching. You might be sitting on a hidden treasure. Historical background: America in 1970, and the coinage on X. The year 1970 was a time of significant change in the United States. The nation was undergoing both political and social shifts, with the Vietnam War still ongoing and the space race continuing as a defining feature of the Cold War era. For coin collectors, the 1970 penny marks an interesting moment in U.S. coinage. This coin was struck during a period when the U.S. Mint was undergoing changes in its coin production. The 1965 to 1967 period had already seen a shift in the composition of U.S. coins, with the reduction of silver content. And by 1970, the U.S. Mint was refining its processes, as well as dealing with increasing demand for coins in circulation. While the 1970 penny might not have the same historical significance as earlier Lincoln pennies or other key coins from the 20th century, it still holds unique value, especially for those interested in modern U.S. coinage, design and symbolism. The classic Lincoln Memorial CNT. When it comes to design, the 1970 penny follows the familiar Lincoln Memorial motif that was introduced in 1959. The coin is composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc, which was the standard composition for U.S. pennies until the introduction of the copper-plated zinc penny in 1982. Here's a closer look at its design. Obverse. Front. On the obverse, we have the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This has been a constant feature on the penny since its introduction in 1909. The inscriptions read, "In God We Trust" at the top, Liberty on the left, the year 1970 at the bottom, the mint mark, either D for Denver, or no mint mark for Philadelphia, can be found just below the year. A reverse back. The reverse features the Lincoln Memorial designed by Frank Gasparo, which has been a staple of U.S. coinage since 1959. The inscriptions on the reverse read, United States of America at the top, E pluribus unum, out of many one, above the memorial, 1 cent at the bottom. The memorial design remains one of the most recognizable symbols in American history, representing the nation's core values of liberty and democracy. Mintage process. Striking the 1970 pen and white. The mintage process for the 1970 penny followed the same methods used for other pennies of the era. With the increase in demand for coins during this time, the U.S. Mint was under pressure to produce millions of pennies each year. Here's a look at the production specifics for the 1970 Lincoln Memorial Cent. Composition: 95% copper, 5% zinc. Weight: 3.11 grams. Diameter: 19 mm. Thickness: 1.52 mm. Mint marks. In 1970, pennies were minted at the Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, and the Denver Mint, mint mark D. Mintage numbers for 1970. Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark 1684, 000, 000. Denver Mint, mint mark D2, 299, 000, 000. Total production: 3,983,000,000 pennies in 1970. This was a large number, as the U.S. Mint was responding to the growing coin demand, but it also means that the 1970 penny is far from rare in terms of total mintage. The 1970 penny was created using traditional coin dies, and the production involved large-scale automated systems in the U.S. Mint's facilities, with each penny being carefully struck to ensure it met standards for circulation. Rarity and varieties. What makes the 1970 penny special? While the 1970 penny is not considered rare in terms of its general mintage, there are a few key factors that can affect its value and rarity. A mint marks and varieties. 1970's proof penny. A very small number of proof coins were minted at the San Francisco Mint, marked with an S. These proof coins are much rarer and can be worth more, especially in high grades. Double die. Obverse DDO varieties. Some 1970 pennies show evidence of a double die error, where the design was stamped twice, creating a slight doubling effect on the lettering. These coins can be significantly more valuable to collectors. High-grade coins. Like most coins, the condition of a 1970 penny plays a huge role in its value. Uncirculated MS and proof coins in higher grades can be worth significantly more than circulated examples. Value. How much is a 1970 penny worth today? While the 1970 penny may have a relatively high mintage, certain factors can still make it worth more than 1 cent. Here's a breakdown of what you can expect for different grades. Circulated coins, common condition 1 to 3 cents, based on copper value. Uncirculated coins, mint state MS60 to MS63, 10 cents to $0.500, MS64, $10 to $200, MS65, $200 to $5,000. Proof coins, 1970s proofs, $50 to $250 depending on condition. Error coins, DDO and other rare varieties. Double die obverse. DDO can fetch anywhere from $50 to $1,000, depending on the grade and severity of the error. In general, most 1970 pennies aren't going to make you rich, but if you find a high-grade example, a proof coin, or a double die error, your 1970 penny could be worth far more than just its face value. Recent auctions. What has the 1970 penny sold for? While the 1970 penny might not regularly fetch millions of dollars, some specific varieties have certainly generated significant interest at auctions. A 1970 DDO penny in MS64 condition recently sold for around $1,200 at a major auction. Array 1970s proof penny in PR69 DCAM grade deep cameo went for approximately $500 at a collector's auction. While some high-grade 1970 pennies in MS67 have sold for around $100 to $200, depending on their quality and minting variety. These auction results show that while 1970 pennies aren't the most valuable coins in existence, the rarer varieties can still command impressive prices in the right market, worth millions in circulation. Can the 1970 penny become a future treasure? So, can the 1970 penny ever be worth millions? While it's unlikely that any 1970 pennies will ever reach millions, there is always a possibility that certain rare error coins, especially high-grade examples or coins with double die varieties, could see a sharp increase in value over time. As more people get interested in coin collecting, these types of coins could become more highly sought after, driving up their value. Conclusion. Is the 1970 penny worth more than 1 cent? The 1970 Lincoln Memorial penny is a classic piece of American coinage. While it might not make you a fortune, there are still plenty of reasons to appreciate this coin. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, with its rich history, iconic design, and potential for discovering rare varieties, the 1970 penny remains a valuable piece of American numismatics. So, next time you come across a 1970 penny, take a closer look. Who knows, you might have a rare error or a high-grade coin that's worth far more than 1 cent. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more exciting coin content. Have you found a 1970 penny with a rare feature? Let us know in the comments below.